Hey guys, welcome to Frank's Handyman. Today we're going to continue doing the project that we started the day prior, putting down a fence for a client who's going to recently open up his restaurant. The reason we're doing the fence is because he's going to put tables outside, which will maximize the space. As you can see, the guys here are setting up and measuring how far to make the holes. They're doing it 6 feet apart. They're just resetting up the string because what we're gonna do is gonna eventually shift the fence a little bit more, so we have to take off the string that we put down already. That way we can realign it and make sure in the new position that we want it comes out straight. Now we're getting further along, and as you can see here, we're already getting a little bit of the section on the vertical section. It started to rain, so we had to put up our tarp, make sure we stay dry. Makes the job a lot easier. Always make sure, as you can see, we have the levels going vertically and horizontally. Always make sure it's right in the middle. Well, the bubbles are right in the middle. That will let you know that it is leveled and it is where it's supposed to be. We still had some holes to dig. It is a big project, but we got them done. Towards the end, making the last hole was a pretty difficult one. The tree behind him, as you can see, the roots run under there, and so it made it really difficult to dig that hole. That was one of the biggest issues we've had so far with this project, is that around the holes that we're making there's a lot of roots, so it could definitely slow you down, but just persistence, you keep doing it, eventually it'll come along. We ran into an issue with the middle post. It wasn't leveled because it was pushed up a little bit too forward, so we had to dig a little bit more to make sure it was leveled. Once we got everything corrected and done with all the holes, we started putting everything together. Like any big project, a lot of times you have small issues that come along. We had a broken pipe, so that was something that we had to dig around and we had to fix. So we had to dig around all the way around it to make sure we have space once we get all the parts. That way we have enough space to put everything in there. While we waited for the parts to get here, we continued working on the other side of the fence, since we weren't gonna be able to work there until we fixed the pipe that was broken. We continued cutting the post at 5 feet, since, like I mentioned as well before, the holes are 2 feet down, and we're trying to make this fence 3 feet tall, and it's all the way around, so it doesn't change the measurements. Always make sure to mark down exactly where you're going to be able to cut it. That way you get the most accurate cut. Right here it's getting more along now. It's coming more together, but it's still quite ways to go. Once we got the parts, we started getting ready to fix the pipe. So we dug, like I said, around it. That way you make sure that you have space to put your hands in there. And glue also. You want to glue the outside of the broken pipe and then the inside of the part that you're gonna use to fix it. That way it gets stuck well together and it's really firm. Once we got done with the pipes, we continued to finish up the fence. Looking at it from this angle, you could see the size of how big this will be. There's still the left side to finish and put concrete on that side, and as well finish this right side, which will most likely take us another day to finish. So there will be a part 3 on this. Thank you for watching and see you next time.